Hi and welcome to this channel. Before I begin this video, let me thank Linsol for sending the IEM in for review. Rest assured, as always, my review is 100% my own personal opinion. On today's video, I will talk about the KiwiEars KE4. The IEM itself is a quad driver hybrid, 2 dynamic driver, and 2 balance armature, costing around $200. So let's start with the packaging itself. As always, KiwiEars packaging is kinda simple. You can see the specification. And let's open the box. So this is the IEM itself. Below the IEM, you get a case, a manual, and inside the case, you'll get cable, and you get ear tips and spare nozzle filters. Okay, let's talk about the build quality of the IEM itself. So, the IEM itself is made from, I believe it's resin. It's very lightweight. The design itself is very minimalist, like, yeah, something like that. Probably inspired by brushed steel or something, but it's resin. So, yeah. Also, the fitting itself, like the shape of this IEM, is very ergonomical. Like, it's very ergonomic. As the cable itself, the KE4 uses standard 2-pin connector. The included cable quality itself is good, but sadly, it terminates in 3.5mm single-ended. And I believe there is no option to choose like balance or modular on the web store itself. Okay, so now let's talk how this IEM sounds. I tested the KE4 using the Vio KB3 and my smartphone Poco M6 Pro with stock cable and stock ear tips. Music is mostly from Apple Music with the genre of J-pop, EDM, jazz, rap, and metal. Tonality in general, I found the KE4 to be balanced. Like, the overall tonality of the KE4 is like a modified Harman target curve. Let's talk about the bass. The bass itself is focused more on the sub bass, though mid bass also has a small boost. The bass quantity is more or less the same as your typical Harman target IEM, but the quality is very good. I really love the bass of this IEM. It hits quite deep and hard. Also, the rumble of the bass is very rich in texture, probably thanks to the isobaric design of the dynamic driver used on this IEM. How about the mid-range? The mid-range is neutral, transparent, and honest. That's what I would describe the KE4 mid-range. The mid-range placement is also not very forward like your typical Harman target tune IEM, because the KE4 in fact has less upper mid-range boost compared to true Harman target IEM. One thing I should mention is that the timbre of this IEM is very good. Like, I have zero complaints about its timbre. This thing is just sound correct, like no shouty, no sibilance, not thin, not exactly thick either. It's just right. But one thing I should mention, if you're used to, let's say, a thicker sounding IEM, at first you will find the KE4 to be a bit lean sounding, but to be honest, the mid-range is just that neutral. So, how about the treble? The treble is smooth and well extended. The KE4 treble tuning is just like spot on. It's well extended and has lots of details, and on top of that, it is rendered in a smooth presentation. For its asking price of $200, this treble tuning is just spectacular. Let's talk about the technicalities. The technicalities for a 200 USD IM, I can say the KE4 is very good. Let's talk from the stage. The stage itself is medium size, but it has a very well textured stage layering, and the shape is symmetrical in width and depth. The detail retrieval is very good. The KE4 detail retrieval can easily be compared to IM such as Blessing Tree, which costs $100 more, and even that, I still think that the KE4 has better detail retrieval than Blessing Tree. Separation and positioning also very good. Tested on Music and Valorant, the KE4 performed very well in this aspect. I have no complaints, no issue at all separating and locating objects, sounds, like both in gaming or music listening. Comparison, I will compare the KE4 to the Moondrop Blessing Tree. The Blessing Tree is a 6-driver hybrid IM using same isobaric dual dynamic driver plus 4 balance armature, and it costs $300. The Blessing Tree has superior unboxing experience, superior accessories, and looks cooler in my opinion compared to the KE4. But that's the only good thing about it. Sound-wise, I can easily recommend the KE4 more than the Blessing Tree, both tonally and technicality. The KE4 is just superior in both aspects. Unless you really want the waifu box, then yeah, sure, get yourself a Blessing Tree. Okay, the conclusion of this review. Is the KiwiEars KE4 any good, and would I recommend the KE4? The answer is yes and yes. I can easily recommend the KE4, and probably the easiest IM recommendation of 2024 for me is this IM, the KE4. The asking price for what you get is basically like a steal deal in my opinion. For $200 you get a very well-tuned IM with a technicality that can easily punch above its asking price. The only thing I wish for the KE4 is for KiwiEars to add like some kind of options to choose between single-ended, balance, or modular cable. Yeah, that's all from me for now. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video to be helpful, please leave a like. If you want more content like this, hit subscribe. And don't forget to share it with your friend. Okay, this is the review of the KiwiEars KE4. Bye-bye.